All right, guys, I'm going to try to do this last part as quickly as possible. So we've discussed all the things that can go with an action verb. So now we're going to look at the things that can go with a linking verb. Okay, so remember, linking verbs, basically the easiest way to remember a linking verb is that it links the subject to the predicate. So the thing that follows the verb is actually going to be the same thing as the thing in front of the verbs. If you've never thought about it before, let me show you an example here. My name is Donnie. My name and Donnie are the exact same thing, right? My name is in fact Donnie. So these are actually the same. You are a student. You and a student are the same thing. That's the easiest way to think about what a linking verb is. Instead of the football being passed forward, I actually think about it going backwards to the subject. It's going to be the same thing. Linking means link. They are the same thing. So if I said, I'm going to give you another example. My dog, Saga, is a dog. Well, those are the same thing. Saga is in fact a dog. So the thing that follows the linking verb is dog and Saga are the same, right? Let's see. Maple is a tree, is a type of tree, right? So maple and tree, again, are the exact same thing. They are linked together. That's what a linking verb is. It's telling the reader that the thing that follows the is or the are or the was is exactly the same as the thing in front of it. They link together. That's what a linking verb is. That's how it's different if you've never thought about it than an action verb. These two things actually link together. Saga and dog are the same. Maple and tree are the same. Donnie and name are the same, right? When you say my name is Donnie or my name is Karen, then you are linking the words name and Karen or Donnie. So, what does this have to do with anything? Well, because they're different, this is team linking verb. We are linking either a adjective or a noun called a predicate noun or a predicate adjective backwards. And again, they won't be in prepositional phrases. Same deal as before. The arrow goes backwards. So just what we said over here. My name is Donnie. Verb is or was were. It's linking these two things together. Donnie is my name. The arrow goes backwards from the predicate, this thing right here, to name. They're the same thing. My name and Donnie are the same. So these are linked. So then all you have to do is ask yourself, is it an adjective or a noun? Well, Donnie is a person, so that's a predicate noun. We're going to skip this one for just a second. Sounds kind of weird, but I am he that you want. Am is the verb. He that you want is I. If you're looking for me and I say, by the way, you're supposed to say it this way, I know it sounds weird, I am he. So if you ask, are you Dr. Bailey? I should answer, I am he, because it's actually going with the subject. Okay. He that you want is I. You're searching for me. I am he that you want. So it goes backwards. And again, this is a pronoun, so this is going to be a predicate noun. Look at number 4. The food was delicious. Was is your verb. Is, are, was, were, right? What was delicious? Again, it comes backwards. That's describing the food, the subject. So this is not a noun, though. This is an adjective. Delicious and the food are the same thing. What was delicious? The food. It comes backwards to the subject. That's also how you know this is a linking verb, because the arrow isn't going forward. We're not doing some action to something, right? Instead, what follows comes backwards and describes the subject. What was delicious? The food. That's a predicate adjective. Again, this one we just did a second ago. You are a student. Student comes backwards to describe you, right? This is a predicate noun. It's a thing that follows the verb are, is, are, was, were, and it links them together. Student and you. Delicious and food. What was delicious? The food. Donnie and name. What is the name Donnie? They go together. Okay. Look at number 2. She will be at the store. Will be is, are, was, were, will be. So that's a linking verb. Good. Subject, she at the store. Remember, no prepositional phrases. The mouse walked to the box. The mouse is at the box, right? These just tell us when and where things happen. That can't be a predicate noun or a predicate adjective, okay? What about number 5? I walked home. What's the verb? Walked. Right? This cannot be a predicate adjective or a predicate noun. Why? Because walked is an action verb. So guys, this is as simple as it is. If you never knew what a linking verb is, it literally is like a big, if you want to think about it like this, like a big this, like an equal sign, right? I and the person you're looking for are the same thing. The food equals delicious, right? These things go together. You equal a student. So if you never thought about it, that's really what a linking verb is. It's something that links or equates the subject and the predicate. So if you've ever wondered, like, how can you tell if you've ever struggled with what is a linking verb and what is an action verb, do the thing before and after the verb, are they the same thing? If they are, then it is a linking verb, okay? Saga is a dog. Maple is a tree. Donnie is a name. Delicious is the food. Student is you. Okay, so that's all there is to predicate adjectives and predicate nouns. Just avoid prepositional phrases and make sure that it's actually a linking verb and that it equates the subject and the predicate. This is the only thing I want you to see. Last thing here, there are some problem verbs. There's sensory verbs like feel, smell, look. The problem is they can be action or linking depending on the context. So Sam smelled the soup. Verb smelled. Who smelled? Sam. Good. What did he sell or smell? Arrow forward. Boom. That's a direct object. Okay, so this is an action verb. Smelled what? The soup. The arrow's going forward. But look at this. The soup smelled delicious. Verb smelled, exactly the same as up here. Did you go outside and smell a delicious? Did the soup smell a delicious? No. What smells delicious? The arrow goes backwards. Soup. This is actually a predicate adjective. So these kind of verbs, it depends. Which way does the arrow go? Sam smelled the soup. Hey, Sam smelled. Arrow forward, he smelled the soup. Direct object. Delicious, though, describes. Remember? You can take this out. Equals, right? The soup is delicious, right? It equates. So this one is a linking verb. It comes backwards to describe the subject. The soup didn't smell a delicious. That's how you know it's not an action verb. The soup isn't doing anything. It is delicious. I felt the breeze. Felt what? The breeze. So action verb, right? I did what? Felt. Felt what? The breeze. There we have a direct object. So this is an action verb. I did feel the breeze. It blew over my skin. What about this? The breeze felt cold. Same verb, but look, did the breeze go outside and feel a cold? No. What is cold? The breeze. The arrow goes backwards and describes the subject. This is a predicate adjective again. It's describing the subject. So this, in fact, now is a linking verb. There are not very many of these verbs, guys, that can go either way. And again, most of them are about the senses, how things look, feel, or smell. Because as you see, you can do the physical act of smelling something, or something can be in the state of smelling a certain way. Same thing with feel. I can actually feel this desk that I'm tapping on now, or it can be in the physical state of feeling rough, right? So it really just depends. Ask yourself, are you doing an action, felt what? The breeze, smelled what? The soup. Or is the thing that follows describing the subject? Cold describes the breeze, delicious describes the soup. Okay, and that's pretty much it for parts of the sentence. Just remember, keep your action verbs and your linking verbs separate. They are separate teams. They do not interact, and you'll be fine. If you have questions, let me know.